Despite today's late day turnaround, that was nice, right? A whole lot of investors are actually losing a lot of money as we go into the close of 2018 because it's been a rough couple days. But there are ways to actually write off some of your losses on your taxes, and CPA Dan Geltrude is here with some tips on how you can do that and a whole lot more. Good to see you, Dan.
Good to see you, Trish.
All right, so if you lost money in the market this year, how do you save a little?
Sure. Let's talk about the capital loss rules. So if you have capital losses, which may have happened after this past month, you're allowed to offset them against your capital gains. If you have more capital losses than capital gains, you get to take an additional $3,000 against ordinary income. And if you have even more capital losses after that, you have to carry them forward into the future. So that's how it works.
Okay. Any other tips you can offer?
Sure. So to start with, on medical expenses, you want to try to get those in last minute before the end of the year because the rules are changing. So we're going to go from 7.5% of adjusted gross income to 10%. So you need more of them to qualify for a deduction. Also, the divorce rules are changing. So alimony is no longer going to be deductible starting in 2019. So if you're getting divorced, you want to get that in as quickly as possible this year, depending.
Okay.
Or maybe you want to push it to next year.
Maybe save the marriage, yeah, for financial reasons. What about gifting? So
in gifting, the rules change. The estate taxes change. That all ties into how much you can give as a gift during your lifetime, Trish. So now, if you're a single person, it's over $11 million or 22. If you're married, so that's gifting that you could start now, tax-free to your family members.
Okay, what about 401k contributions?
401k is a big one because it's amazing that people have a matching from their employer and they still don't maximize how much they put away in their 401k. And I also want to give you another tip on that. Our firm does a lot of pension plan auditing and 401k auditing. Make sure you check your statements that those matching contributions are getting in there, and they're getting in there on time. You'd be surprised how many times
it is amazing because it's free money.
It is free money, and sometimes it doesn't get there, so you have to be careful. You're responsible to check your statements, and if you see something like that happens, you have to go to HR and let them know. All
right, let's talk about the market overall right now because it's been pretty wild, a lot of volatility out there, Dan, and people are getting a little nervous. You know, hey, yesterday was great. Up better than 1,000, biggest single point day ever gain, and today was wild, but we ended up in positive territory. Is there anything you can tell them to reassure them as we go into the new year?
Well, this is not your father's stock market, as they say. Things are changing in this algorithm, computerized trading. Trish is having a huge impact on the way these markets are just turning wildly up and down. So I think that's something the regulators are going to have to address going forward.
Really? However, that's very interesting. I mean, I think you're onto something. I've been talking about this for a while because this volatility is so severe. Now, by the way, percentage-wise, it's not as bad as it looks, but you're talking about big swings, very, very big swings. And it's not all being done by human beings. We had a guest on earlier that said, well, it's human beings that are actually programming these machines. But at some point, yeah, the human being's not there to control it or reprogram it in real time.
Well, the good news about the algorithm trading, Trish, is that it takes the emotion out. But that takes the human factor out to say some of this stuff is not making sense. So, you know, look, the algorithms are really getting crazy. They're even programming them now to monitor officials at the Fed to check their tone and their voice to see if that's giving away anything and how people are going to trade. So what's happening is we're getting away from investing and we're moving towards trading. There's a big difference between the two.
I agree with you. I really do. And the fundamentals of this economy are very good right now.
Right.
Let's hope they stay that way. Anyway.